Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, OC, from Granny's virtual bunker Sunday. Um, I guess when you have all this technology set up, I couldn't help myself but to indulge in a goodbye on a Sunday. Usually we're tearing stuff down and laughing, crying, rubbing our temples, sort of like this. So definitely missing a bit of the Sunday granny vibes. Kari was asking me if I actually missed tearing down, and I do. I mean, yes, it's hard work, but everybody chips in, and it's another big part of the experience that we don't get to have this year. But before I pulled apart what can only be described as an absolute technological and core disaster in front of me here on this on the main control panel, I just had to jump on and say thank you to every single person that was involved this weekend. It was amazing and it was strange, and we knew all those things going in. But I think talking to so many of the artists about still having jitters and stuff, even when you're playing to quote unquote nobody, um, it was really cool. And it definitely so many of the elements of Granny's were there. We were able to recreate them, which was really special. Just down the line, thank you to every artist that put in energy, battled with me with the technology, the sound checks, fighting the links. Largely, I'm blown away that the technology, for the most part, held together for 2 straight days, which I think is incredible. Um, and Just awesome sets from top to bottom. I can't wait to, per usual, you'll hear me say stuff like, "Give me a few weeks, I'll get the sets cut up." Hopefully, very similarly to how that normally goes, and get them into the archives for 2020, and start getting those posted out to the YouTube channel like normal. So I'm hoping that's gonna feel very similar, get to, relive the sets and sit through it. That's always one of my most favorite parts of the week or 2 after Granny's, is going through all the footage and getting them parked into the libraries, so definitely stay tuned for that. But yeah, just thanks again to every single artist. I know everyone's super busy, and, a lot of people just would not put in the time or energy to make something like that happen, but to put those sets together, and just was super fun. I was thinking about night 1, seems like a week ago now, and how cool that was, and all the special moments from night 1. And then geez Louise, last night was just a rocker. I mean, every open mic, I was worried if it would get to be too long starting that early, and it didn't feel that way at all. The day just flew by, and the open mic was just incredible, and then each act throughout the evening, and then geez Louise, below the road, just taking us home per usual in epic style. I did want to take a moment too. So many of you know I'm a little bit OCD, I guess is the word, crazy. Some people use the word. In all my kind of mushed state as we headed into the dance party, I realized that I did one would describe it as a fairly poor job of introducing Muscle Pizza, and I'm sure he'll excuse me, but I do want to take this moment just to put down for the records. I'm sure he's not watching right at this moment, but hopefully he'll see this later. Um, that If I would have done a proper intro, I would have said something like, Jack is one of those unique souls, the one of the aliens amongst us, that has a passion for life that's unmatched, brings an energy to the room and to life and to friendships. I always tell stories whenever I'm introducing Jack about how we sat next to each other at that first summit. Didn't have a clue who the guy was, fairly intimidated, to be honest. And, it took us about 60 seconds where we just knew it was going to be fine, and a long, lifelong friendship. So it was so awesome to have him really just take the big finish and just take it to the next stratosphere. Certainly, definitely feeling the effects of his incredible artistry right now. But yeah, I would have just introduced the passion that he brings to his art. I mean, obviously, if you haven't seen him before, he also is a very accomplished keyboardist and has an ability to bring other musicians together to put a set together, usually with about half of a real run through, and then does it live and does it really well. But also just the sheer mastery of the electronic arts, which again, I said it for DJ Respeaker. I don't comprehend that world. I wish that I could. but what I know is that it's an artistry and um, a talent, just like all the just right up there with all the other artists that are performing. And so it's so fun to watch him do his thing and be able to the take Granny's 2020 out just on a huge high note. We talked about sort of the Zoom crowd, and he'd been through some online festivals, and he sort of had a vision for how that would work. And certainly last night the dance party was exactly what he had described, where it's basically being able to get the moderator highlighting each person, whoever's going the most crazy, getting the spotlight, from kids with the amazing glow sticks, trampolines, house dance parties, Trav Speedo, Luke and Mel all the way from New Zealand with the kiddos. Just, Dan rocking both nights to all hours, Cabot just bringing incredible energy, just on and on. So I think that to watch the dance party go off and to see all of us connecting around the what is it, my love? I'm live right now. Would you like to say hi?
Who's watching you?
Oh, just a couple people. Say hi.
Hi.
What's your name? Is that your name?
No,
What's your
yeah.
name?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Give me 5 minutes now. Whoa.
Oh,
Okay, 5 minutes.
but Daddy, I want to.
Okay. I'll be right there. Let's do it in 5 minutes.
Oh.
That's what you get with live people, with kiddos. So anyway, I just think the dance party was just such a special way to finish Granny's, because just to watch everybody around the country and around the world participating and basically being able to act like we're sitting there right in Jack's dance room with his lights and watching him do his thing, and know that we're sort of collectively across the globe feeling that together, was a really special way to finish. So I just wanted to, for my own selfish reasons, make sure that I got sort of a belated introduction and shout out to Muscle Pizza that I wish I would have done going into his set, because like I said, Jack is someone that was there for me, has always been there for me in times good and bad. And yes, we're party buddies and we love to get silly and crazy, but he was one of the first people that reached out to me about OC Senior. We had a couple very long talks about that, and he was just there to listen and be support and pick me up when I needed it. And that's what friendship's all about. And I appreciate it so much, not to mention all the incredible effort that he put into this. I mean, literally this virtual summit would not have happened if was it not for his efforts to say that it was possible to have enough knowledge of the technology to push forward and to make it happen. So just huge salute to Muscle Pizza, along with all the other incredible artists. So I think that's probably it, ladies and gentlemen. I definitely, there's been an awesome text chains already this morning. The 12-month countdown starts today. Let's start planning. Let's start collaborating. Let's start thinking about how to make the 10-year another special Granny's event. Heartfelt thanks to everybody that was involved. I hope it was a blast. I hope it was fun. Yeah, I love every single one of you, all the fans that came and participated, put down your reservations and just jumped into it. I know it was weird. People are having to click in and party in their living rooms or by themselves or whatever. And you all did it. You jumped in with both feet. And I think that's what made it amazing. So hats off to you. And I guess maybe that's it. OC signing off from Granny's virtual studio bunker. Love you guys so much. We will see you back at Granny's in 12 months. Love you.